Hello guys, welcome back to our podcast, Grim Reading Kings, where we talk about anything and everything spooky and strange. In this series, we discuss film curses, and in today's episode, we are talking about The Exorcist.
Whoop.
One of the greatest films ever made.
It is one of my favourites ever.
I'll own up now, I have not watched it.
She's also not watched Terminator, is it? And Jurassic Park?
You haven't seen Jurassic Park?
No.
Terminator's so your thing. I watched it for the first time last year.
Yeah.
You'd love it.
Oh, no.
And Jurassic Park's amazing. How can you not seen that?
Apart from Jurassic Park 2 where the dog dies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
No.
painful.
Just you don't
I
see
only like
it.
number one.
Yeah, I don't really want to watch anything. Swatch anything?
But Terminator 1 you see Arnie's pee-pee.
Do you? Well, I'm
Yes.
watching that tonight. Oh.
It's really good. not really.
Congrats, Arnie!
I just watched that bit and then turn it off. Done. Right, guys.
So yeah, welcome back to another week, another podcast, another series. Do you guys have anything to say? Or hello?
Hi.
Hi.
I have something to say.
I got something to say.
I've started reading some of Sammy's script, but I want to read too much because it was getting good. Because there's some weird shit in this.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to read so you know when you find something exciting, you're like, oh guys, listen to this. I had to stop myself and don't
Yeah.
ruin it.
Yeah.
Spoil it, it's my story.
But yeah, please tell us more.
Okay, so I'm just going to jump straight in. I hope the mic picks that up.
That was your jumping noise. Jump straight in.
Now in The Exorcist, there's a scene where she spits green vomit on someone.
That was the noise.
Yeah.
True story.
What's happening?
I do apologise as well. I have got a cold, so my voice will break as more than usual, and I can't breathe very well. So, but this should be fun.
Yeah, I can't wait.
The Exorcist is a 1973 American supernatural horror film directed by William Friedkin. That's how I think you pronounce it, because it's literally Friedkin. From a screenplay by William Peter Blatty, based on his 1971 novel. The plot of the film is when a young girl is possessed by a mysterious entity, and her mother seeks the help of two Catholic priests to save her life. Blatty and Friedkin had difficulty casting the film. I apologise if the wrongs are completely named. The names are completely wrong.
There are some hard names and
Yeah.
words in there. I'll give you that. You can just call them what you want.
Okay.
Yeah, make it up.
Yeah.
Screw it.
If you guys are getting annoyed with how I pronounce it, well, tell me how I should be pronouncing it, and I won't care.
Ooh.
So,
Sassy.
fuck me. Yeah, so Blatty and Friedkin had difficulty casting the film, and when they chose three relative unknowns instead of major stars, the Warner Bros. Executives were not happy. The filming took place in both hot deserts and refrigerated sets. Many cast and crew were injured, some died, and unusual accidents delayed shooting. Production took twice as long as scheduled and cost almost 3 times the initial budget. The many mishaps have led to a belief that the film was cursed. The Exorcist was released in 24 theatres in the United States on December the 26th, 1973. Reviews were mixed, but audiences waited in the long lines during cold weather. Some viewers suffered adverse physical reactions, fainting or vomiting to shocking scenes such as a realistic cerebral angiography.
There we go. That's the
Nice,
first one.
nice. It's a big word.
Which is when they use a dye and x-rays to show how blood flows through the brain. Many children were allowed to see it, and several cities attempt to ban it outright or prevent children from attending. So I think they is R and X rated, is that what it is?
Yeah, it changed one of the ratings, didn't
I
it?
can't remember which way around it was now. But yeah, they were like, everyone can see it, and then they're like, oh actually no, it's really bad. Not everyone can see it.
So X is restricted, I believe. It's like the...
Oh, okay, yeah, so it probably was R rated, and then it got changed to X rated.
Yeah, because it was pretty especially back then, films were not that level. That's
No.
the first film that blew people's minds, shit.
Yeah.
When my dad said about it, he watched it, that and Jaws scared him beyond belief.
Really? Because Jules still scares me, I don't like
I
that.
didn't watch Jaws.
You were way with the fairies then, you're not
No,
scared.
the door was banging, actually. I was...
Yeah, I'd heard
you
that.
hear
too.
it
It's
as well.
windy, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's the ghost.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
it's quite
Jaws
creepy, that's been
is
dark.
the actual scariest film ever, but it's because I'm actually scared of sharks.
Yeah,
So it makes
and
that
water,
scarier.
yeah.
But I watched Gremlins when I was about 6 or 7, and I found that to be the scariest film I'd ever seen. I was terrified.
I love Gremlins.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Right until the balls of extra gremlins, ball of extra gremlins come out of his.
Gremlin.
Oh, Gizmo screaming in pain. I'm like,
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really sad. It's the music. The music, I think, is really creepy because it's like burr, 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 burr. Yeah. And then it's got the Christmas songs as well. It's just altogether creepy. Anyway, sorry.
Gremlins is next episode. That's the scary.
Curse of the Gremlins.
I wonder if there was. No, I should look into that. Aspects of Blatty's novel were inspired by the 1949 exorcism performed by priest William S. Bowdern. Priests of the Roman Catholic Church performed a series of exorcisms on an anonymous boy, documented under the pseudonym Roland Bow or Robbie Mannheim. The 14-year-old boy was alleged to be a victim of demonic possession, and the events were recorded by attending priest Raymond J. Bishop. In December 2021, the Skeptical Inquirer reported the true identity of the boy as Ronald Edwin Hunkeler, possibly, and he died in 2020 at the age of 85, which I thought was pretty cool. Not cool that he died, but
Recent, isn't it?
yeah, that's quite recent. Ronald's aunt, who was a spiritualist, introduced Roland. Oh God, I've got Roland and Ronald. Maybe it was Roland. So the boy's aunt, who was a spiritualist, introduced him to the Ouija board when he expressed interest in it. And after the aunt's death, the family experienced strange noises, furniture moving of its own accord, and ordinary objects such as vases, flying or levitating when the boy was nearby. Okay, I've got Roland, so I'm guessing it was Roland. During Roland's exorcism, he allegedly slipped one of his hands out of the restraints, broke a bed spring from under the mattress, and used it as an impromptu weapon, slashing the priest's arm, resulting in the exorcism ritual being halted. So that's like a kind of where the exorcism came from.
That's very clever, though. And how tough are his fingers to get through, like...
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, like, you know when people are like, oh, he's just faking it, he's just doing it for attention.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, actually, like, you try doing that when you're 14 years old.
I couldn't do it now.
No.
Someone else who pull a spring out of a bed and break it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Bit sus, isn't it?
Frigging
Very
hell.
strange. Scary.
Okay, so now we move on to the alleged curse. Not sure if this is first one. I'm not sure if this one like counts.
Yeah.
But the film went $2.5 million over budget. So in today's money, that would be about $13.5 million. Which
Wow.
Have you seen what Disney have been doing recently? They're losing a lot more than that, so fair play, Exorcist.
That's true. That is true. And I think they kind of redeemed themselves, didn't they?
Yeah.
Mixed emotions in it. Early on, shooting was delayed 6 weeks after a bird flew into a circuit breaker on the house sets, starting a fire that destroyed all of them except Regan's room. So destroyed all the sets except from Regan's room.
What?
Later, another set was damaged by the sprinkler system. The 10-foot statue of Pazuzu was shipped to Hong Kong instead of Iraq, causing a 2-week delay.
With Pazuzu as well as a demon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally found on that thing there.
Oh, yeah.
You can talk to him directly if you want.
Yeah.
Him or Zoza. We got Zoza, didn't we?
Yeah, we did get Zozo.
Yeah.
Don't do it on your own.
Kids.
You can do what you like.
Do it.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know.
Yeah.
You go ahead and do that. Don't. Injuries to cast and crew also affected production. 2 have lasting consequences from back injuries. One occurred during the scene where the possessed Regan throws Chris backwards, and the take used in the film left her unable to film for 2 weeks. And on crutches for the rest of the shoot, with a fractured coccyx. I'm reading this so wrong. Basically, she had a fractured coccyx for being thrown.
That's really dangerous.
And that's the actual take that they used in the film. Another fractured their lower spine after being too loosely strapped to the rocking bed, a take also used in the finished film. She developed scoliosis with long-term health effects. as well as a lifelong aversion to cold from all of her time in the refrigerated bedroom set, wearing only a nightgown and long underwear. A carpenter cut his thumb off, and a lighting technician lost a toe in different accidents.
What?
Bloody hell happened?
I don't know, they didn't really elaborate how he lost his toe.
No, I know
Like
the toe.
accidents?
I kind of get the thumb.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense, but a toe?
Was he not wearing steel toe boots or whatever?
Well,
Steel
especially
boots,
with
what
me
they
too
called?
on a
Still-
movie set, but
Hmm.
I'm
weird.
just my head's going like to the worst now, like his big toe. Like imagine.
Instantly
Your
thought
balance will be
toe.
Oh
completely
my
off, won't
god.
it?
Yeah, because your little toe's really useful, even though mine looks like a cocktail
Let's not talk
sausage.
about your toe.
Okay, well,
Bad toes.
but yeah, from selling it to my Tony fans.
How long were you thinking on that one
I
for?
just literally popped my head. Great ideas. But yeah, like oh my god, losing a toe. Like
It might have been a middle one.
Yeah.
yeah, you don't really need that.
Fine.
I just want the big and the little one, just like wade around
You go to.
like a beetle.
It would have to be really precise, like chop off your toe, like something like pin or something go down if it was your like middle toe.
Yeah, just to lose one
Yeah.
when it was like sat there together.
But
But
then,
then he could have been really badly injured and injured all the others and just one came off.
yeah, maybe. Unless because of the refrigeration being cold, maybe he wasn't wearing appropriate footwear and it froze off.
Does anyone know? Can someone tell us?
Yeah, because I should have looked into that more, but I didn't. I'm
But you don't
sorry.
really go such
That's something for you. That's your homework, guys.
legit bleeding.
Why you? If you chewed that,
Why am I bleeding?
lick it off. Don't rub it into that. It'll stay.
Oh, I don't know. Great. It's gross.
I know. Stick my hand down here.
Other people connected with the film or their family members died. McGowan, a week after completing his scenes as Dennings. Okay, so I read that completely wrong. Basically, he died after a week after completing his scenes as Dennings. This one I cannot say the name is Maliaros.
Malayars? Malars?
Malarious.
Is a lady, so Malarious.
Malarious?
Malarious, okay.
Malarious, yeah.
She could be Malarious.
That sounds really cool though.
Also died, like her character, before the film was finished. Deaths among the crew or those close to them who included the night watchman, the operator of the refrigeration system for Reagan's room, and an assistant cameraman's newborn. Blair's grandfather died during the first week of production, and I can't say this name very well, von Sydow had to return to Sweden after his first day of shooting when his brother died. Further delaying shooting. One of Miller's sons nearly died when a motorcycle struck him. So that was the main
Wow.
craziness around the film, basically.
So no one was safe.
No one was safe, and I still to this day don't think anyone's safe. Because there was something about, I forgot the name now, the one who got arrested for murdering someone back in 2015. But I don't know whether that was anything to do with the curse or if that was just he's a bit of a psycho who likes to murder.
Well, the two main characters, Reagan and her mum, they like still talk about how that film affected them because obviously the mum got pulled back and damaged her back.
Yeah.
She still deals with that now. She's had to turn down parts because of that.
Yeah.
And then Reagan, because she's in the bed going like this,
Yeah.
and it just goes too far, and she like damaged her neck, so she's still got loads of problems
Yeah,
to this
she's
day.
got
And
scoliosis.
they talk about
Yeah.
it all the time. So I bet that the others, like, even if something bad happened like 10 years later, they're probably still like, oh, I wonder if it's this.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
everyone
think
else
I'm
suffers.
superstitious, so I would definitely be like, yeah, anything would be to do.
Yeah, I
with
don't
her.
know. I just think it's super weird. Either way, if it's just a coincidence, it's still how.
Yeah.
I wonder if like when you're filming like something like that, it like anything that could be like in the air, like it wakes it, almost like makes like I don't know if that's like curses might work. Like if you start around like a subject, you start like doing stuff about it, and it just happens to be in an area where this wherever the energy is.
Yeah, so you know on American Horror Story, you know the coven,
Yeah.
when they're summoning, is it Papa or Baba? No,
Oh
it's
man,
Papa Oti? No.
Mama.
guys,
Mama Oti. Was that yours?
is it ours? This could be demon
There's a
related,
fire alarm
guys.
going off and our car's really sensitive. I bet you it is.
Out there crying.
Yeah, I truly believe if you're like talking about a subject and like it's near some place, which is like if you went to New Orleans and started talking about like voodoo.
So that's what I'm saying. Wasn't it? It was Papa.
I'm sorry.
Someone Google it.
This is unprofessional, but I need to do it.
But yeah, the cast and crew were too scared to do it, and then when they were doing it, they experienced some weird goings on. So as if they actually did summon him.
Yeah, but then they are actually. I mean, they used real prayers and stuff, didn't they?
Papa Legba.
Yeah, Papa
Legba.
Legba.
That's it.
Really cool character as well.
Yeah, really, really cool.
Proper like groovy in New Orleans.
Also, credit to I can't remember the woman's name, the girl in The Exorcist, but being like in like a freezer acting. Can you imagine many shots that we took?
As a kid as well.
That was cool. I love that film. There's got to be so much more to that film. I can't believe you haven't watched it.
I know, you really need to watch it.
We need to see if it's on anything that we can watch.
It's got to be. Thing is, you've done this the right way. You've like looked at the curses and stuff, so you can watch it and be like, this is actually so much more creepy
To be
than it
honest,
is.
it's like, you know, when I watched like a horror film, because I'm not very good with horror films.
Really bad.
Really bad. And I don't mind watching them as long as they've got a story. Like Woman in Black, love that. Still freaks me out, but
Great
I love
film.
the story.
That's one of my favourite horror films, I reckon.
It's really good.
And I like things like that rather than gory, like weird films, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not too slasher like any of that, but...
Like, it's not thriller, is it? Would you say Woman in Black is a thriller?
No,
it's a horror.
That's pure
I guess
horror.
it is suspenseful, so it would be somewhat thriller, but no, it's definitely horror.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I
The
can't remember my
Exorcist
point
is
now.
just like the Woman in Black, you would love it. Exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
It's just as...
But then
It's different actors.
also saying that, I don't mind old horror.
Yeah, to be fair, 70s horror.
Yeah.
80s horror is obviously the best.
Yeah,
Can't be it.
So I can watch that, it'd be fine.
Yeah, and the acting's like so good in it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, yeah, because when I watch horrors, I'd rather know what's going on before it happens, so I can prepare myself and then I'm not scared. Because if I'm at home alone, then I'm just shit scared.
You say that, but I was like, I'm quite good with horror, and then the amount of times I've watched like Mama and The Woman in Black on my own, and be like, not going upstairs on my own. There's something about
I'm
it.
used to it now.
You've had too many demons in your life.
There's no scaring me with a horror film, I don't think, apart from Jaws.
But yeah, but that's...
And Gremlins.
I mean, like, in The Woman in Black, the one scene that gets me most out of everything, there's so many scary bits, but it's the one where, like, the rocking chair is, like, going on its own in a room and he can't get in the door. There's something about, like, rocking chairs and, like, the Victorian era. It's like, ugh.
I think it's when he's looking outside and everyone's just, like, on the marsh. Or, like, the bit with the carriage.
Oh, when it's, like, going in the...
Dreaming. Oh, I hated that bit.
Yeah.
That really creeped me out. Number 2 was rubbish, though, wasn't it? Have you seen number 2?
It was good, but it wasn't as good as the first.
I went to the cinema to see it, and that was the only time I ever watched it. Cause I was like,
Yeah, it's
one
alright.
scary bit, but meh.
I just wanted the military fucking 4x4 in it as well. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's recap on The Exorcist.
Anyway, The Exorcist. Let us know down below, or whatever. Comment us, DM us what you think, and if there's any other kind of curses to do with it.
Yeah, we I want to know more about film curses, because like the internet takes on like a weird tangent when you're like searching for a certain subject. You're like just goes, do you want to see this? Do you want to see that?
Yeah.
Like, I really want to know like more into it, because I'm sure there's got to be so much more.
There
to
must be so much more. Like that's just the main bulk, basically. But it's still a lot.
Yeah.
Like for us, like for film, like
Yeah.
yeah.
I need to rewatch it now actually, because now you're talking
I
about-
need to watch it anyway, so we'll just have to watch it together.
Yeah, because now you're saying about. I wonder which bit they filmed in the desert. I literally cannot remember any of the film. Like specifically bits.
Unless it's because it was technically in the desert, but because they were in the refrigeration, like set in the desert.
Well, but they're out on the street as well.
Oh,
like, it's definitely because he goes to the subway and stuff. Like it's definitely.
What we-
city.
When they say like desert, though, it might be like Utah, which is like
Or
a
Nevada.
city. Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
Nice.
let us
good.
know down below. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you, and you'll hear us next week.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.